Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to day 3 of 21 days to a more conscious life. If you haven't looked at the other videos and you're interested in any of the other topics I'm talking about, feel free to watch those too. But thanks for stopping by. I'm just going to be honest, today has been a rough day for me emotionally. I'm not sure what transits are going on astrologically, but I'm just feeling a lot of anxiety and pressure today. So, I know I've been talking to other people who are, maybe yesterday or the day before feeling similar things. So, I'm sending out some love and blessings to anybody who is off today, feeling pressured or having a rough go. Okay, so day 3, I'm going to talk about things that we put in our bodies. So I talked about stuff we put on our bodies, use, hair care products or polishes, or we're coloring our hair, those types of things. This is about, I want to talk about like what we're actually consuming and putting into our bodies. So we know that everything that we can see and not see too, because we can't see air, but everything that we can feel or sense with our 5 senses is energy. And a lot of the energy that we get here on Earth is provided for this by the sun. Thank you, sun. And basically anything that is growing, plants and those types of things, all go through their process with the sun to be able to grow, and a lot of those things to feed us, right? So I'm a big fan of plant-based foods and things that we put in our body, because it's a very natural resource, as well as the sun. Also, if the sun weren't here, we would all freeze to death. So we as human beings wouldn't be here either without the sun. So those are good things. But I think along my way, and I'm not, a vegetarian or vegan or anything like that, but I do definitely prefer more natural foods and plant-based foods. My body seems to like that, and I feel more energy, and I just feel better altogether when I'm eating plant-based foods. But I do still eat meat too. And I also have adopted a practice while eating meat of, thanking the animal, whether it be a chicken, or I love me some sausage and some bacon. So a pig, but whatever, a cow, whatever the animal is that has given its life, or even, a chicken, eggs too, that just to have some reverence, and, that there's a sacredness in animals giving their lives to feed us, for nutrition. And of course that's the cycle of life. So kind of, there's chains in the food group, and as humans, we get to be at the top of that food chain. So, just thinking about the process though that things go to from, from the time that slaughter to table, like what happens during that time, or even, when they're corralling cows to take them to slaughter. I think it's important for us to at least think about those things on some level. That helps expand our consciousness. It puts us in touch with things that maybe we've taken for granted or that we hadn't realized. I watched a movie called Food Inc. many years ago, And that was probably, that was a real eye-opening experience for me, where I was like, whoa. So I would recommend that movie. But also to just really feel into your own, to your own innate intelligence. So the intelligence that, helps us breathe and helps the blood go through our veins and our heartbeat and those things that we don't ever think about, right? Our very breath. That if those things weren't happening by consciousness, then we wouldn't be alive. The experience that we're having in this human body would no longer be possible. And that is all there with all of us all the time. That does not go away. And we don't know if it goes away when we die or not. That's something that science has yet to prove. But the thing is that while we're here on Earth in human bodies, we have this innate intelligence inside of us. And I had a herbal astrologer that did a talk for us here recently, and he was saying, and I love this, to when you are wanting to eat something, put it to your belly, take it to your mouth and smell it, like put it to your throat and listen, even to your heart, and listen to what your body says, and your body will tell you, yeah, I want those chips. No, I don't want those chips. Yeah, I want that broccoli. No, I don't want that broccoli. And, to really start tapping into that intelligence and asking questions, really, it's really, consciousness is more, to me, in some ways, in a lot of ways, about, being curious about things that I'm putting in my body and things that I'm doing, things that are happening around me in society and that kind of thing. So but then there's also, deeper than that, there's also that innate consciousness that is in all of us that, could be our God selves or our spirit or our soul, whatever words that you're comfortable using with that. And the other thing I wanted to say too is, as I was growing up, there was the food pyramid, and we were all recommended to eat 3 meals a day, and that, breakfast breaks the fast from the night before. And more recent studies are showing that, yes, always whatever meal you eat, breaks the fast from the meal before. But if you have a fasting time between, your last meal and your next meal, between 12 and 16 or even 17 hours, that actually helps our cells regenerate. And there's all kinds of benefits that go from having that kind of diet too. So I'm not proposing to, like, if you've always eaten 3 meals a day, to, so if you see if you can go down to 2 or anything like that. But I know for myself, I typically don't need 3 meals a day. And I never really did, even as a kid. I never wanted breakfast early in the morning, and I still don't as an adult. So, but there have been times in my life where circumstances or people that I was with, that was kind of our routine or our habit. And that's when I would gain weight, or I just wouldn't feel good, those types of things. So I'm doing this to help you, expand, or help us, because I will too. We teach what we need to learn as well. To expand in ways that you are currently looking at, to look at things differently. So fasting can be really great for our bodies. And then we can do cleanses and that kind of stuff too. So I think that's all. I feel like that's a good, kind of basis for you to start asking questions and kind of going inward. And with all of these things, take what resonates and leave the rest. And also, so much of what comes to us naturally, or what we think, intuitionally, or things that come to us, things that we're interested in, is a great compass for you, an excellent compass for you. And as you notice, I'm outside. I'm at home again today, outside, and I'm thinking I love to explore and I love to drive. So I'm thinking over the next 21 days, as time allows and when I can, I'm going to see if I can take you to some different places. I wish I had a camera on my phone that, I could reverse to like show what I'm looking at too, but I figured it would be fun to maybe take us on little back roads with Pocahontas journey on our 21 days. Okay, thanks for stopping by. Let me know what you think. If you want to comment below, I'd appreciate it. And then if you like it, you could share it, you could subscribe. All of those things will help me to further my message. And I really feel like it's important for me to get these messages out to people who are ready to hear them or need to hear them or just are resonating with my message. Okay? Blessings, big warm hug, and I'll see you tomorrow.